Well, Fiona Cincotta is Senior Market Analyst at StoneX, a financial services firm. Super to have you on Global Business Europe again, Fiona. So, is this a textbook relief rally or something more sustained?
Yes, it is. I mean, this is a market that was desperate for good news regarding the conflict in the Middle East. So the initial reaction has been very swift and it's been very strong. Whether it's sustainable or not will depend on a couple of factors. I think, first of all, whether the ceasefire is to be respected or not over these 2 weeks. Any signs that we're not seeing that ceasefire respected could quite quickly see the markets get a little bit nervous again, and we could start to see oil prices rise, stocks fall. Also, progress in negotiations towards a more longer-lasting deal. And obviously, the focus is also going to remain very firmly on that Strait of Hormuz and whether ships are actually transiting the waterway in order to be able to get oil and energy flowing again, because that seems the real crux of this, is those oil and energy prices.
Now, money's moving back into US treasuries. I mean, does that signal confidence or continued caution?
Yeah, it seems to be that we are very much risk on at the moment. We're seeing this big demand for US treasuries, which is bringing those treasury yields lower. They had lifted quite significantly over the 6 weeks that this war had been going on. So the fact that we are seeing those yields come down means those concerns over inflationary pressures are easing. And also, as far as the Federal Reserve is concerned, the markets returned to around a 50-50 prospect of the Federal Reserve being able to cut rates again this year. So that has been quite a significant repricing that we've seen lower.
We've talked already a bit with our correspondent about Brent crude being back under $100, but I wonder, what would you say that the key risk markets might be underestimating that's going on here?
Yeah, so I think, the key risk is whether we will get oil flowing to the extent that the market is expecting. I think there is obviously going to be complications with getting oil and energy flowing. There could be tolls. As far as pumping out oil again, it's going to take potentially quite a long time to get that ramped up again. And also energy infrastructure. How hard has it been hit? That we still really don't know, and it might take quite some weeks to really understand that. So I think that's still the focus is going to be very much on oil prices and on whether that oil is still flowing.
Fiona Cincotta, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Fiona Cincotta from StoneX.